So I got a little bit of a situation here. And it's definitely not good. We have grenaded a charger on one of my trucks. So not that I would rather it be on anybody else's truck because that would suck for them. But this sucks for me. Regardless, one of my drivers called me yesterday, said that he didn't know the next steps. And he described to me what he thought was an intercooler boot blowing. And then the engine tried to run away with him. And he is a younger driver. I think he's 25 or 26. Super good kid. I've known him since he was little bitty. And props to him for getting this thing shut down. Guys, if you're ever in a situation where a diesel engine is trying to run away with itself, meaning that the RPMs are coming up and you're not on the throttle or have the key turned off even, and this thing's still climbing, you need to get that shut down, and there's only a couple of ways to do so. One, remove the air from the system, meaning block the air off going into the engine, which you can't do in a situation such as this because you have seconds to act. The other way to get one shut down is to put an extreme load on the engine. So my driver thankfully knew this. He got the truck stopped, put it in high gear, let the clutch out, and that smothered the engine. He didn't know how many RPMs it gotten up to. I have not logged into the ECM to see. We got it towed in here to the shop. He thankfully was close. Pulled it apart. Sure enough, intake's chock full of oil. You know the intercooler's full of oil as well. I pulled the turbo off. This thing's locked up super tight. So I don't know the extent of the damage that is actually internal in the engine. There is still oil on the dipstick, so I'm hopeful that he got it shut down in time, and I really feel that he did. But what we're going to do before I go to all the trouble of this intercooler disaster, I'm going to slick a new center section in this. We're going to mop up the oil out of the intake the best that we can. I'll probably bar it over by hand. If this was yours, you definitely should, short of just hitting it with the key, because you could hydrolock one and bend a rod real easy on something like this. But we're going to see if, one, it'll start, and two, if it has oil pressure. So this is just a used spare charger that I keep to either let a customer borrow if necessary, depending on the situation, or what have you. So this looks like a perfect time to at least test this engine with it. Now, I did let this engine set. It's been probably 24 hours since all this went down. So my theory is whenever I guess what I'm concerned about, whenever the wrecker brought it in, of course we had the front end up, right? So if the valves are open, if the intake valves rather, happens to be open on cylinders 5 or 6, the oil that would have been in the intake shelf would have ran to the back of the engine and then filled into that cylinder. So it's a tough call. I mean, it won't take me long to bar it over, I guess, and it might save some catastrophic damage. But I'm pretty lazy. Okay, on this side, we need to start with sopping up what oil is in the intake with a rag or something. Nope. Little sneak peek of something coming up. Let's take the intake off so we can get our hand in there. See if we can get a video of that. I'll stitch that into this footage here. And you can tell that if the valves were open on 5 or 6, or possibly even in cylinder number 4, the intake valves, then there's definitely oil in the cylinder. That is not good. So usually when these Borgs blow, this is a Borg Warner, it's a 78-145. Usually when they blow up, it's usually on the exhaust side, or maybe in between the intake and the exhaust side. So I mean, it's just a broken shaft and it's no oil either way. The last time this has done this to me was on this exact truck, different driver, about 20 miles north of home. And it did the exact same thing. Snapped the shaft, filled the intake full of oil, and I went and fixed that on the side of the road. I took a set of air filters, a charge air cooler, a charger, and the way the driver was talking, he lost a bunch of oil, so I took a bucket of oil with me, 5-gallon bucket of oil. And I go up there and I fix all the parts on the side of the road. Not a big deal. And we get that thing started up, and before I started up, that had lost over 6 gallons of oil. We had an oil slick down the highway. It was all in the exhaust on that one as well. It about ran away then too. That driver thankfully was smart enough to get it shut down as well. So regardless, when we started that thing up, smoke, you ain't never seen the kind of smoke that thing was putting out. And blowing raw oil out the exhaust. Of course, we pull flatbed with this truck, and had a load of untarped lumber on it. So I left him unhooked and had him go drive it, I don't know, 10 miles, because we couldn't, have all that oil all over our load, and we sure didn't want to have to tarp it because of that. So we went and blew all the cobwebs out of it. Go trucking, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Who's they? They're a bunch of liars. So I got most of the oil out of the intake, and I did rotate at 360, so it should be fine, but it should definitely smoke like a pig. So I got you where you can see the exhaust. So let's see what happens. Okay, it sounds good. It has good oil pressure, so that's actually a pretty big relief. We can go ahead with the rest of our repairs as far as cleaning the intercooler out, or probably honestly just replacing the sorry sucker, and then hooking all this crap back up and then going and driving it and burning the rest of the oil off the top of the pistons. It's going to smoke like that for a while until it gets warmed up, especially if you have one of these issues where it has put oil in the exhaust, like I was saying. Man, you'll have oil and smoke for a long time because it's got to burn it out, especially if you got mufflers. But anyways, that's a start. Ooh, pun intended. Well, I tell you what would be cool. Let's go turn on the fan. So everybody always wonders how much air the fan moves. Now you can see. Oh no! Whoa, that's cool. I hope that picks up on camera. Oh no.